Good morning everybody, it's Jude Lennon here with Little Lamb Tales, and as you know this week we've been doing stories about space, moon, stars, nighttime, so it will come as no surprise that Astronaut Lammy is back with us and so is Flossie the alien. Oh, she's forgotten her mask. Flossie, what have you done with your mask? Never mind. There you go, the joys are going live, hey. So it's lovely to see you here this morning. The story bag is full of more stories. Oh yeah, we've got all kinds in here this morning, so we'll find out what's in there in a second. Just before we do, let's do our song. You ready, Lammy and Flossie? Here we go. Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you today? If you're feeling pretty good, give yourselves a pat on the back. If you're feeling amazing, give yourselves a shooting star. Are you ready for stories? Have a wriggle. Okay, here we go. Let's find out what we've got in here today. Oh, now I love this story. It's a book, Whatever Next, and I'm going to, by Jill Murphy, and I'm going to retell this story to you now. I know this is a popular book because I know when I used to be a teacher, I used to read this. All the children always loved it. Lammy, will you look after our little bear for us? Thank you very much. Here we go. Once upon a time there was a bear, and that bear was feeling a little bit bored. There's nothing to do, and so he opened the cupboard under the stairs. I don't know if you've got one of those. We have, and there's all kinds in there. You never know what might come out. So he opened the cupboard under the stairs and he looked inside. "What are you doing?" called his mum. She was in the kitchen washing vegetables in the colander. "Oh, I'm just finding something to do." There's a cardboard box in there if you're bored. Pull that out." And so he did. He got the cardboard box and he pulled it out of the cupboard and he put it on the floor in the middle of the room. He walked around it. "I think," said the bear, that will make an excellent rocket." And so he turned the box into a rocket. He drew on a window and he decorated it with stars, and soon the rocket was ready. "Now," said the bear, "if I'm going to go to space, I'm going to need some moon boots." He looked around the house, and by the front door were his yellow wellies. Perfect! He pulled them on. Let's put them on. After that he said, "Well, I'm going to need a space helmet if I'm going into space." He went into the kitchen and he looked all around. There was the shiny silver colander with all the holes in it that Mummy had washed the veg in. That'll do. And he got hold of the colander and he put it on his head. If I'm going to go all the way up to space, I think I'll need a snack. I know, I'll make some sandwiches." So he made some sandwiches and he wrapped them up and he popped them into the rocket. "I'll take an apple." He popped that into the rocket. "I might need a drink." He popped that into the rocket as well. And then he got inside. He got ready to go. Are you ready? Let's do the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! The bear and the box went up, 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 up into the sky. And the higher it went, the more clouds there were. And the more things flying past, lots of birds. And then an owl came along. "Hello," said the owl. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to the moon." "Whatever next?" said the owl. "Oh, come on, come with me." "All right," said the owl, "I will," and hopped into the box. The rocket kept going higher and higher and higher. This time they flew past an aeroplane. A little boy looked out of the window and he was very surprised when he saw a box and a bear and an owl all going to space. "Whatever next?" he said to his mum. The bear and the owl and the box carried on. Let's go. They went up and up and up. It was getting dark and cold now, and eventually they landed on the moon. "Well, we're on the moon. This is very exciting," said the bear. "Come on." And so they got out. Oh, it was a bit strange to walk. Oh, they felt ever so strange. They looked this way and this way. I don't know about you, said the bear, but I don't think this is very exciting. There's nobody here to play with. There's no play area. There's no swings, no slide. I don't think it's that exciting. Shall we eat our picnic? Oh, yes, said the owl. So the bear and the owl sat down and they ate the sandwich and the apple and they drank the drink. Do you know, said the bear, I think I'd just like to go home now. Yeah, said the owl. Not that exciting, is it? Come on, let's go. So they got back into the rocket box. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! And the rocket started to head back down towards the earth. Well, said the owl when they were halfway down, I've had ever such a good time, but you know, I'm going to go now. Take care, and off he flew. The bear and the box carried on, climbing down, until, oh, that looks like our chimney. Ready for landing. Are you ready? It's going to get rough. And down the chimney came the bear in the box and landed in a big puff of ash and coal dust all over the floor. Mummy Bear came into the room. Goodness me! Where on earth have you been? Well, said the little bear, I went to the moon in my space rocket and I met an owl and we went and we had a picnic lunch, but it wasn't very exciting, so we came home. An owl? The moon? Whatever next, said Mum. And I'll tell you whatever next it is. Bath time. And so the little bear went up the stairs and had his bath. The end. Give yourselves a clap. Fantastic. Well done, little bear. We do enjoy that story. Now then, let's see what else we've got in here. Oh, right. Ah, right then. Now, Lammy, you may recognise these because we've got Lammy's rocket and then a very strange rock. So this is the story of Lammy's book, Astronaut Lammy. I haven't got the book with me. I'm going to tell it as a story. Here we go. Okay, Lammy, so I'm going to need you. Astronaut Lammy is ready to go. He's in his rocket. The engines aglow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0 means blast off. The throttle is on. Are we ready to go? If you've got a little rocket you can use it, or you can just make the stars as we go. The stars twinkle brightly as the rocket starts to fly. The moon's getting closer as it whizzes through the sky. Astronaut Lammy comes in to land, jumps out of the rocket and onto the sand. And here he is. Goodness me, said Lammy. This feels very strange. Oh my goodness, I seem to be floating. And Lammy started to bounce and jump and float like a feather. Ooh, oh, this is quite good fun. Whee, whee. Oh, Lammy did enjoy that. But when he stopped still and looked around, he looked this way and this way, he saw that actually there were no trees, no people. It was very, very dark and there wasn't anything to do. Said Lammy. Not sure if I like this. All of a sudden, he sees a big rock. It's coming straight over. It will not stop. Eee! Lammy jumps left and the rock crashes down. It rolls round and round and stops on the ground. Phew, that was close, says Lammy with a sigh. Then he looks at the rock and sees an eye, 2 eyes, 3 eyes, 4, 5, 6. They're looking at Lammy, who feels quite sick. Uh-oh, thinks Lammy. I hope it's not something that wants to eat me. Oh my goodness me, I'm feeling very scared. He's trembling. The rock gives a shake and 4 legs appear, 3 heads, 5 arms. It is something to fear. Lammy stands still, quite glued to the spot. All of a sudden, he's feeling quite hot. What shall I do? I know. I'll see if I can say hello. Hello, says Lammy, and stretches out a hoof. My name is Lammy. Hope he doesn't want to eat me. The rock stretches out a spotty foot. Nice to meet you. My name is Zut. Oh, you're friendly, said Lammy. I'm so relieved. I thought you were going to eat me. Eat you? Says Zut. Why would I do that? No, I tell you what, come on, come back to mine and I'll show you around my space den. A space den, thinks Lammy. That sounds so cool. And so Zut sets off. Now Zut, because she has got 4 legs, she runs very, very quickly. And Lammy had to run after her very quickly. Let's go. They ran and ran. They jumped over craters. They ran. They jumped over the moon dust. Whee! So much fun. And then they got back to Zut's den. It was very special. She loved her space den. It was the smartest in outer space. Lammy looked around. He could see she had lots of lovely pictures and a sofa and lovely things, and there was even a plant growing in the corner. What are you growing on there? He asked Zut. Oh, she said, they are my special stars, and when they're ready, I cut them off and I throw them into the sky so that everyone can see them twinkling. That sounds great. Zut and Lammy have an amazing day. It's such a shame Lammy cannot stay. The shake of Zut's foot. Lammy's ready to go. Zut waves goodbye with her spotty toe. If you've got a spotty toe, or even if you haven't got a spotty toe, you could wave goodbye with your toe if you like. There we go. Whee! There we go. Lammy climbs back in his ship. He's had a truly amazing trip. Goodbye, Moon, and goodbye, Zut. I'll be back to visit you one day soon. Are we ready to go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Can you make the stars again? The stars twinkle brightly as the rocket starts to fly. The Earth's getting closer as it whizzes through the sky. Astronaut Lammy comes in to land. Another adventure will soon be planned. There we go. Fantastic. Give yourself a clap, Lammy. You did very, very well. Excellent. So that was the story of Astronaut Lammy, which is actually a book that I wrote all about Lammy. There we go. Let's put our little props back together. So, there we go. We've had 2 stories based on books so far. The first one was Whatever Next, and the second one was Astronaut Lammy. So let's see what our final story is going to be today. This story is called Hannah and the Moon. Now, if there are any grown-ups watching at home, I have to tell you, this is just a story, okay? It's just a story, so the things that happen in this don't always happen exactly the same in real life. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little tiny baby, and her name was Hannah. Hannah was normally a very good baby, but tonight she did not want to sleep. She wriggled and wriggled and she cried, "Meh, meh." Her dad came in, he picked her up, he rocked her. "Come on, Hannah, go to sleep." But Hannah did not go to sleep. She carried on crying, "Meh, meh." Mum came in, she rocked her. "Come on, Hannah, let's go to sleep." Mum fed Hannah as well in case she was hungry. But that wasn't the problem. She carried on crying, "Meh, meh." Dad came back in. "Come on, Hannah, please go to sleep. What's the matter, sweetheart?" "I know," he said, "I'll change her nappy. Maybe that's the problem." But that wasn't the problem either. She carried on crying, "Meh, meh." Mummy came. "Hannah, sweetheart, what's the matter? Why won't you sleep?" They put the baby in the cot and Mum and Dad looked at Hannah, who was still crying, "Meh, meh." "What's the problem?" they said. "I don't know." "Let's open the window and see if the stars will help." So they opened the curtains and they let the starlight come in. And then they looked up in the sky and they saw the great big moon. "Seems awfully big tonight, the moon, doesn't it?" said Hannah's mum. "It does. Do you know something? It looks as if it's getting bigger and bigger." "Does it look bigger to you?" "Yeah, it does? And that's because the moon had heard Hannah's crying and had come floating down to the window until eventually the moonlight was filling the whole window. The moon leant on the windowsill and she said, "Give the baby to me. I'll calm her. Are you sure? Come on, just try." And so Hannah's mum and dad gave Hannah to the moon. And the moon wrapped her yellow warmth all around the baby and sang to her gently, "Come on, Hannah, go to sleep. Come on, Hannah, go to sleep." Hannah stopped crying. Hannah gave a little smile. Hannah's eyes started to close, and soon she was fast asleep. Can you snore? She'll sleep through till morning now. I'll look after her, don't worry. And the moon gave the baby back to the mum, who popped Hannah in her cot, and they crept from the room. And the moon stayed up in the sky all night, looking down on all the little babies who were sleeping and making sure that they slept safe and sound till the morning. The end. Give yourselves a clap. Fantastic. Okay, so we've had 3 stories all about space, the moon, those kind of things. And next week, as I said yesterday, we've had a little bit of a change. So next week, we're not doing stories and things every single day. So on Tuesdays, we'll do book readings from my author page, Jude Lennon Author. And on Thursdays, we'll do storytelling from Little Lamb Tales, all at 10 o'clock again. So I haven't decided what our stories will be next week. We'll have to wait and see. Right then, Lammy and Flossie, we've had a lovely time, haven't we, being part of storytelling this week. So we'll do our goodbye song with everybody. Goodbye, everyone. Nice to see you. Goodbye, everyone. Nice to see you. Goodbye, everyone. Nice to see you. Nice to see you today. Give yourselves a high hoof. Yay! Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, whatever you do. And we'll see you next week. Thanks then. Bye-bye.